So one of the reasons why I'm a change agent is because I'm very involved in the community. I sit on several boards: Houston Association of Black Journalists, Dreams Unleashed Networks, the Anderson Center for the Arts, and also the National Association of Women Business Owners. And the reason why that's important is because each one of those boards depicts and shows who I am as a person. So I'm involved in changing young women's lives, involved in helping business owners, and involved in telling stories. So as a publicist, I get stories out to the community, and not only through what I do as a publicist, but also I'm also featured on the Isaiah Factor a lot, giving my perspective from a PR point, and I'm also known as the fashionable publicist because I have my own sense of style, from my hair to anything that I wear, and that for me sends the message that be who you are, be who you want to be. Don't fall into the norms, if you will, of what other people think you should be. And so by me always following the beat of my own drum, people have a tendency to want to know who I am and want to know what I think, which I think is really great in this generation or this time and stage today.
Well, I am just literally getting started with this work. I've been back in Houston since the year 2000 after finishing a master's degree, and I've been working here at First Metropolitan Church in a variety of capacities, working with community life, working with missions, working with the teens, young adults, and now serving as a senior pastor. I actually planted a church for 2 years. And in that, we did a lot of mission work, working down at different food pantries and trying to make sure that people understood that there was a connection between the words that we read and study and the life that we live, the faith that we live out, to make sure that the two things were matching one another and to show people the real benefit of serving and how it helps us to have a heart that's more like Christ. Oh, I think it's a huge mistake because we are still a relative population of people who are still in leadership positions, who are still making waves, who are still creating and a part of building the future. We have a wide range of voices and experiences, and we are a generation that is also very versatile in the sense that we are the bridge between two major populations, generations rather. And so missing us as a huge era that could be made by many people looking to the future and not addressing those who are still have a very, very loud voice today.
Because we're the heart of the generation, if you will. Our parents were baby boomers, and we saw them go through the things that they went through, and then they prevented things that they went through for us. So they worked hard so that we could have those advantages that we've extended to the millennials and to the Gen Zers today. Without us, there would be no millennials and no Gen Zs, and the way things have changed. We really are the heart of those generations because we are the ones who came with, the change the job industry, if you will. We're the ones who became entrepreneurs that really changed the landscape of go to college, get the good job, work for years, and get the gold watch. We didn't want to do that because that's what our parents did. We were also the first generation to start with technology. I remember having the Apple computer and the PC. So that was our generation. And so we've evolved along with those generations. So we're right in the middle. We can relate to our parents, the baby boomers, and then we can relate to these millennials and these Gen Zers. And I think that they have a disservice because technology has taken over their minds. So they don't really know how to communicate like we do. So we can communicate with each other, and if we have to, we can get those devices and communicate with them too. So we're the middle. So that's why it's important because we're the heartbeat of the generations.
Uh, we are just honored to be in this new facility. As we talked about being bridges, I am now the senior pastor leading this church, and it's a major congregation that was started by my father, the bishop and founding pastor of this church, almost 40 years ago. And as a bridge, again, this is our generation's time to pick up the mantle, to pick up and to carry the banner forward, and to make sure that the works of those who have gone before us and who are still here continues to extend and reaches the hand of the next generation. So our generation is very, very important and a very, very key part of what God is still doing in this earth right now.